Hello everyone, welcome back once again. Please like and share the videos you post, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Then back with another very interesting game from the Sharjah Masters 2024. This game was played between the Super GM Vladimir Fedoseev from Russia and an extremely talented young prodigy from Russia, Ivan Zemlyanskii. Although he's still an FM, his game is really strong and his rating has already crossed 2500, and he's a genuine prodigy and a super GM in the making. And let's see the game. Here Fedoseev had the white pieces and he opened with d4. Zemlyanskii responded with knight f6, knight f3 and g6. g3, bishop g7, bishop g2, d5. Pretty symmetrical till now. Castles, a4 now. Fedoseev is going for some asymmetrical structure, that seems. He's trying to create some complications. c5, dc5, knight a6. Very logical, knight c3, knight c5. And then bishop to e3. b6, defending the knight, a5. He wants to take on b6 and ruin the queenside pawn structure. Bishop b7, rook a3, and queen c8. If queen to a1, doubling up on the a file, and now knight fe4, knight e4, knight e4. This seems to be the point till now. Attacking the c2 pawn from c8, c3, and now queen c7. Queen c7 is defending the b6 pawn. a6. Of course, Fedoseev is playing for a win. Bishop c6 and knight d4. Bishop d7, queen a2, bishop d4, and bishop e6. So you have c4 now. The pawn is untouchable because it will leave the e4 knight hanging. c takes d5 is a threat, so rook fd8. Very logical chess. b3 and rook a c8. Bringing both rooks into activity. e3 and now knight f6. And now the threat is, of course, d takes c4, queen b2, d takes c4, b takes c4, and queen d7. As it seems, he wants to take the c4 pawn with his rook, but his f6 knight is also under fire. Bishop b7, Fedoseev attacks a rook. Rook takes c4, rook a1. It seems that he wants to preserve his bishop pair, and in the long run, the a7 pawn might be a weakness. There might be some threats like bishop b6 and a7 if the bishop on b7 is not hanging, where black would have to sacrifice a rook to stop the pawn. Bishop h3. Fedoseev is playing for a win, but so is Ivan. Here, as a matter of fact, I encountered him last year over the board, and I managed to get a win, but he beat me the other two times we faced, and I don't think that I'll be able to beat him in his current form. Rook fd1, e5, and attacking the bishop. It seems that the bishop is lost because bishop e5 runs into queen d1, rook d1, and rook d1 checkmate. But of course, Fedoseev has a strict queen b3. It attacks the rook at the same time, and it also defends his rook. It defends the d1 rook. Queen to e6, defending the rook on c4, and ruining the threat on the e4 and the d4 bishop. Bishop b2 here, and now rook takes d1 check. We have queen takes d1 and h5. Now the threats that are going to be running rampant on the king side. Queen d3 and rook b4. Attacking the bishop, bishop c3, rook b3, rook c1, king h7. sidestepping from any danger along the back dark rank, it seems. Queen d1, rook b5, bishop a1, and rook c5, offering a trade of rooks. Rook c5, bc5, it's accepted. Queen c1, queen d6, and if you count the pawns, Ivan is moving up, and it seems like he's just better. f3, bishop e6, e4, c4. The c pawn is going to be passed pawn. The king f2, knight d7. The knight is coming into the action. Knight c5, knight d3 check. That's right, even knight b3 is possible after that. King g2, knight c5, bishop c3, knight d3. The knight is a monster on d3. Queen d2, h4, and g takes h4. The point here is that the f4 square is very weak, and the knight can jump to it. Queen c5 waits patiently, and now h3, and now Fedoseev he just wants to play his king to h2, where it will be more safe. And now Zemlyanskii finds a stunning idea. You could pause the video if you if you'd like to find it, and yeah, it's just simply amazing. The idea is bishop takes h3 check, a brilliant move. The king can't take because of queen g1, and the king is trapped in the corner, and knight f2 check or knight f4 check are serious threats. For example, h5, then at least knight f4 checking h4 g5, something like this, just checkmate. So here white has to give up his queen, so king h2, this sticking to the plan, getting the king to safety. It also prevents queen g1 ideas. Bishop e6 back, queen e2, and queen to e7, threatening the h4 pawn, and king g3 here is apparently a mistake, and the point behind this is very deep. Queen to a3, attacking the bishop, it seems. Queen d2, simply defending it. And now white's asking, what do you got next? Queen c5, now threatening the dangerous queen g1 check. And the king g3 just seems to be either a waste of tempo or a mistake. King h2, yeah, he had to go back. Knight f4 now. The queen has to stick to d2, otherwise there might be threats like queen like it has to for example queen d8 or something like that, queen f2 check, and just get mated in the corner. Yeah, so queen e1, guarding the f2 square. f6, slowly but surely black is trying to make progress. Bishop d2, queen a3, now attacking the f3 pawn. King g3, c3, and as you can see, bishop takes c3 is not a possibility because of queen takes c3 and black wins a piece. And of course bishop f4, ef4, king f4 is a disaster for white, as c2 just black brings a new queen into the game. Bishop e3 instead, queen b2, the devastating idea of queen g2 checkmate along with knight h5 checkmate. Both of those threats are hard to deal with. Queen f2 and c2 now. It was in this position that GM Vladimir Fedoseev resigned the game, as there's just simply nothing he can do. c1 queen is unstoppable. It's something like queen f1, c1 queen, and at least black just wins the piece. So I hope you enjoyed this game. It was an amazing game, full of twists. So see you soon. Goodbye.